good? What's good? What's good? Motherland, how far? Hey, you guys good, man? Hey, it's your boy Mr. J, man. If you don't know me, man, I'm a reactor, man. Motherland, Cameroonian, living out in the diaspora, and I've not been steady with that ish for a little bit, but I want us to try to catch up, you feel me? So a couple of days ago, man, a fan reached out to Mr. J to talk about the whole independent artist versus the record label artist, I mean. But before we do that, man, I want you to please think about being part of the family, I mean. And if you've done that and if you've been right over Mr. J, you show love, man. My people in Nigeria, people in Ghana, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Liberia, man, hey, you show love from my end to your end. You did it. Let's not talk too much, man. Let's hop into this ish. Let's break this ish down, man. So over the years, man, we've had all this. There's been this debate going about what is best to do. Is it to go into the industry, especially the music industry in Africa that is booming right now? Is it best to go in as an indie or an independent artist, or to go in under a record label? And both have, you know, there are pros and cons for each situation. And a fan reached out to me right after, this Nigerian artist, man. He goes by the name of Dumodu, man. And this man was online trying to bash this whole concept of artists talking about. I know this came after the Hennessy cipher, in which Sarkodie's verse, it seemed like Sarkodie was trying to tell people that it's not necessarily about being in a record label that will get you up or that will get you that money. And then this man, I don't know, look, I just felt like that is what he was coming at. He was coming at Sarkodie. Mr. J could be wrong. I'm not, you know, omnipotent and all-knowing thing, but ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this, man. This vlog is reacting to exactly what this fan asked Mr. J to react to, and I'm going to use that Odumodu's, you know, interview that he gave and talked about, you know. It's not necessarily about Indian this and that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen. First of all, let me just say this: what works for A is necessarily not going to work for B. Let me repeat. What works for A is not going to work for B. Okay, we got that locked. Now let me say this now. Irrelevant of how you get into the music industry, the most important thing once you get into the industry is this: you need to be consistent. You need to stay cooking. What do I mean by that? And I know you've read a whole lot of motivational quotes saying that a consistent person will make it any day, anytime over a person who works hard. Now, if you are consistent at something, like you are relentlessly doing the thing over and over, there is no way that any person can beat you at that. Now, remember what I said: what works for A is not going to work for B. Now, take a situation where somebody is signed under a record label, right? Somebody is signed under a record label. Let's say Marvin record label in Nigeria. Maybe an artist is signed under Marvin record label, and somebody who is not signed under Marvin record label. Now, this is A, Marvin record artist, B, an independent artist, or let's just say indie artist for this situation, right? For this vlog. And this person who is signed on the Marvin record label, I mean, anything he needs to do, he has to go through the channel of the management, you know, the production team, the okaying for that record label, right? Now, given that the record label is going to most definitely, whenever this artist and Marvin wants to drop a project, they will definitely back him up, you know, do the marketing and everything. Now, let's come to this artist B, this indie artist, who is like new to the game, and maybe he just has that zeal and he's very, very talented. Now let me just say this: both artists, Marvin Record and the indie, they are all talented, but the indie artist, knowing that, okay, he doesn't have any record label like underlining every moves he makes, this indie artist has a different flame. This indie artist has a different zeal to succeed than this Marvin record label artist, because this artist gets some money and then this guy doesn't. So this guy decides, this indie artist decides how much he makes and how much he brings in every month. So with that in mind, this indie artist goes double, why not triple the ride to this label artist. Now, what happens is we get to a situation where this indie artist is on overdrive, always on overdrive to do more than what this guy is doing, and he ends up doing 10 times more than this artist is doing. Now, guess what? We are in an era where the internet and the algorithms really just focuses on those who are consistent. If you are consistently doing anything online, social media, the algorithm of that platform picks you up. And then you start getting that bread. Now, when that is at play, the artist here, yeah, he might be doing maybe a project or two a year. Let's just say a project, maybe an EP or an album a year, and then the record label backs and everything. But this indie artist, he's dropping singles. He's doing like 4, 5, 6 singles a year. And then he's on overdrive. So everything the algorithm starts working for, he's good. And then once, booking agencies around the world see that the algorithm is working for this indie artist good, they start booking this indie artist. And then the long story short, this indie artist starts getting bread, endorsement deals and everything and so on and so forth. Now let's come back to that record label artist, and in relation to what Mr. Odumodu said in that speech. And I think he did mention and even said that everybody is supposed to be on the record label, that even Jesus had, let me just say this, man. This is no disrespect to this brother, but I will say this again. Record labels is not meant for everybody. That artists in Nigeria are being signed under a record label to make it. It doesn't mean that an artist out of Nigeria who's not signed to a record label cannot make it. Calligraph Jones in Kenya, that's an indie artist, a rapper for that matter. Yesako there is an indie artist. This man has been getting bookings and he's getting bread. And he's been getting recognition, I'm talking about at the top level of the BETs and so on and so forth. So to come and just, let me just clarify this. Much respect and big up to Dumodu, but not every artist is supposed to be on that record label. Some artists work better when they go at it individually. But see, consistency is always going to be. It doesn't matter even if it's Def Jam who signs an artist. An individual artist who has that consistency, drive, and that push to always deliver. He's going to be more successful. He's going to stream more than this other artist who is under the record label. They give him money. He's living large, and then he drops maybe a project or two a year. So this is my reply to the fan who asked me. I know you did ask this a couple of days ago. I apologize, I'm doing this late. But hey, MisterJaay's always playing catch up. You feel me? I'm not consistent on that. It's like that, but my goal is to get to that level of consistency once again, which you guys love. I mean, big up Motherland. This my take. I want you to leave a comment and let me know exactly what you think. Do you buy this notion of record label and indie not being the same? Or you buy the idea that, consistency is key to the game? Let MisterJaay know, man. It's all love, mate. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Have a good one, and I love you.